Atsinanana, Madagascar, represented by Imanol Tayar, Edwina Merano, Kalinka Tudorova, and Maya Zug. The rainforest of the Atsinanana is a region in eastern Madagascar. It borders Analan Girofo region in north, Alotra Mangoro in west, Vakinan Karatara and Amoni Mania in southwest, and Vadovi Vitovani in south. The Atsinanana is known for three significant key aspects. Based on News Manga Bay, UNESCO has listed 6 rainforest parks in the Madagascar as World Heritage Sites. Based on Afro News, the Atsinanana site represents almost all the remaining rainforests on the Great Island, and almost 90% of all species in the forest live no other place on Earth. And based on the UNESCO, these relict forests are critically important for maintaining ongoing ecological processes necessary for the survival of Madagascar's unique biodiversity, which reflects the island's geological history. Overview of the importance of the attraction. These relict forests are critically important for maintaining an ongoing ecological process necessary for survival of the Madagascar's unique biodiversity, which reflects the island's geological history. The rainforests are inscripted for their importance to both ecological and biological processes, as well as their biodiversity and threatened species they support. As for the environmental importance, Madagascar is the world's fourth largest island and has been separated from all other land masses for at least 60 to 80 million years, and thus most of its plant and animal life has evolved in isolation. The rainforests of the Atsinanana have offered important refuge for species during past periods of climate change and will be essential for the adaptation and survival of species in the light of future climate change. Cultural heritage. Humans, mainly from Indonesia, may have arrived on Madagascar about 2,000 to 2,500 years ago. 1,200 years ago, settlements are actually recorded. These have had lasting effects on the original biodiversity, and hunting remains widespread. But 3 species of lemur and the ai survive, because eating them now is considered a taboo. Local human population. The people living in Madagascar are mainly farmers and depend on the forests for many resources. After 2005, the government intended that there should be no inhabitants within the nominated sites. Past exclusion for protected areas without consultation has left surrounding populations suspicious of their benefits. But programs to relieve poverty are slowly beginning to overcome this opposition. Visitors and visitor facilities. The government is beginning to encourage ecotourism on a larger scale, hoping to support conservation by bringing economic benefits to surrounding communities, beginning with a grant of half the revenues of the local park. It also aims at improving the marketing professional services, infrastructure, security and management of the sites, and their popular perception. The reason why Atsinanana is selected as a case study for sustainability is due to the rainforests. In addition, there are 6 national parks with a length of 1,600 kilometers. Rainforest is crucial to Madagascar because it keeps the ecological process of Madagascar's biological diversity. There are many unique types of species. Approximately 80 to 90% of all groups are unique and protected by UNESCO. Based on Afro News, the Atsinanana site represents almost all the remaining rainforest on the Great Island, and almost 90% of all species in the forest live no other place on Earth. With such unique biodiversity and isolation, the island has protected species that are no longer seen anywhere else. Although the island's promotion of ecotourism may be beneficial for the economic aspect of the growing tourism market, it also has a contra effect. In the forest, it has placed endemic plants and animal species in a threat. Based on UNESCO report, Madagascar's Atsinanana rainforest contains globally outstanding biodiversity. We have an exceptional proportion of endemic plant. According to WWF, illegal logging also plays a great role in the description of the forest. 52,000 tons of wood from over 100,000 trees in the forest have been cut in 2009. Such considerable amount of trees could approximately cover 20,000 hectares of land within the parks. However, Tim Badman, the head of the World Heritage Sites at the International Union for Conservation of Nature, has responsibly taken under consideration the critical danger of the forests and ensures that there are no longer any illegal activities performed on the land, nor are any of the precious wood the team's potential solution to Atsinanana's sustainability issue. Our team believed that the solution would be to provide ecotours to Atsinanana, balance the capacity of tourists as low as possible, make smaller groups, restrict any damages to the park, and keep sustainability. Tourists should take their garbage with them and do not leave it in the park. Protect parks from the environmental stress. A reference list of all sources used to create the entire presentation. Thank you very much for watching. The team's names are Emmanuel Tayar, Edwina Morano, Nicolinko Todorova, and Maya